I hope you all are doing good. Today, we are going to begin with a topic called as human health and diseases. Well, during your school days, you must have studied about different types of system. If I ask you about central nervous system, you would say me that it comprises of brain and spinal cord. If I ask you about digestive system, you would rather say me that it begins from mouth and ends at anus. If I ask you about excretory system, you would say me that it is comprising of kidney, ureters, bladder, which helps us for excretion and removal of toxic material. Well, if I ask you about circulatory system, you would say me the primary organ is heart, which helps in circulation of blood. Well, is blood the only circulating fluid in the body? The answer to it is no. The another circulating fluid in the body is lymph. Well, what is the function of lymph? Lymph can be defined as blood minus RBCs and some plasma protein. Because it lacks RBCs, it is colorless fluid. It contains some cells, soldier cells, which protects our body to fight with the antigens. Well, this chapter rolls around our immune system. To understand this chapter in a better way, we need to first understand the four definitions. The first definition that we are going to study is about antigen. Antigen is any foreign particle or any foreign substances which enters inside our body, causes us infection and stimulate our immune system to respond. These antigens can be in the form of bacteria, viruses or any other materials. Well, to fight with this, we have antibody. Antibodies are the cells and it is produced by our body which fights with the antigen in order to keep us fit. The third definition that we are going to study is about antibiotics. Antibiotics, which are also commonly called as medicines. Well, antibiotics targets bacteria. It can perform cell lysis, basically the lysis of cell wall. And because viruses does not comprises of cell wall, it won't be able to kill any virus. So the target is bacteria, microorganisms. Well, we are talking about immune system. So what is the study of immune system called as? It is called as immunology. Immunology is a science which deals with the study of immune system. And everybody of us has the ability to resist this particular pathogen. Well, this is called as immunity. Let us define immunity more correctly. So, it is the ability of the body, of our body, to first identify, then neutralize and destroy the bacteria, then eliminate it. If we are unable to kill it, we have to resist this particular pathogen for several period of time until and unless we get an aid from the doctor. To understand immunity in a better way, we have classified it into two major types. Today, we will only be discussing about innate immunity. Well, as I told you that there are two main types of immunity. The first type of immunity is innate immunity or non-specific immunity, by birth immunity or inborn immunity. All are one and the same with different names. Innate immunity is called as by birth immunity because it is our self-sustaining mechanism of the pathogen. Well, on the other hand, we have acquired immunity, which is also called as specific immunity. Acquired immunity is developed after birth, whereas innate immunity is developed as we are born. So it goes with us. This is developed after the birth. To understand innate immunity in a better manner, we need to first understand the barriers. These are the barriers which are being created or we have it by birth in our body. These barriers will help us to fight with the antigens. Let us see. The first barrier that we are going to study is anatomical barrier, which is also called as physical barrier. By God's grace or by biological grace, we have got skin. Skin, being the outermost layer of the body, protects us externally and does not allow any kind of substances to directly enter inside the body. Whereas on the second hand, we have a mucus. Mucus is a sticky substances which is produced inside our body by the mucus cells. It helps us to trap the pathogens and not letting them enter inside the body. This is how the barrier number 1, anatomical barrier, helps us to defend ourselves with the pathogen. The second type of barrier that we are going to study is physiological barrier. This is little related with the chemical parts. The pH of our body. We are homotherms. So the pH of our body is maintained on a standard basis, that is 7.4. Our blood is alkaline and it should remain in an alkaline nature. It is the यहाँ पे कट ले सकते